body. The human body is an interesting system made up of many different parts. And we talked about some of those parts, right? Yes, we talked about some of those parts. Each body part is important to making the entire system work. Now tell me, if your heart if it wasn't working properly, do you think that will affect another body part? Please? Yes? Okay, yes, it will. It'll start shutting down all the other body parts because your heart takes blood to all of our organs in our body. So if our heart isn't pumping blood correctly, then our other organs aren't getting supplied with the nutrients and oxygen that it needs. So it's very important that all of our body parts, Kylie, sit up for me, that all of our body parts are working properly, okay? The major parts of the human body are the following: the brain, heart, lungs, stomach, muscles, and skeletal. And if you look right here, how many lungs do we have? Raise your hand if you know. Olivia, how many lungs do we have? Two. Do you think the lungs are big or small? Yes, our lungs are the biggest organs of our human body. And we have two. We need both of those lungs. Our stomach. Our stomach is a little bit below the heart and our lungs. Yes. So, our stomach, how many stomachs do a human body have? Jacob. One. We have one stomach. Good job. Okay. The brain. Okay. The brain is the human body's control system. What does that mean? The control system. Michael. It controls our body. So what are some things it controls?
Your hands.
Your hands. It tells our hands to move. Emily.
Your legs.
It controls our legs. Brendan.
It literally controls almost everything in your body.
It controls everything in our body. So do you think that that control system is moving fast or slow?
Fast.
Fast, right? Because it's moving really fast. Because it's telling my arm right now to move, right? So it's telling my arm to move. So those signals are going down through my body really fast. So aren't those signals from our brain move really fast? And if you look right here, look at our brain. That is your brain inside of your skull. And here's a brain, and you see all of these vessels and nerves. The brain is sending messages, look, to all those parts of the body. Do you see nerves? They're all over our body. So the brain is moving those signals to our whole body, the part in the purple, okay? The brain sends signals to other parts of our body and tells them what to do. So did you just think that your body just moved on its own? No. Our brain is the one that tells our body to move. And what about blinking? Do you think our brain controls that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now brain, ways to keep your brain healthy. We're going to wear a helmet when we're riding a bike or a scooter. Why is that? Why are we going to wear a helmet when we're riding a bike or a scooter? Kylie. We're going to protect our head. Why? Why are we protecting our head? Because your brain is inside of your head. And if we were, what would happen if we were to hurt our brain really bad?
Your brain will work when you have a concussion.
You may have a concussion. So we want to always wear a helmet when we are riding a bicycle or we are on a scooter. Look at this little kid right here. He's being very safe in wearing a helmet because if he was to fall off his bicycle, he may hit his head, and he wants to protect his brain because his brain is a very important organ, right? Right. So you're going to wear a helmet when you're playing contact sports. What do you mean by contact sports? What do I mean by contact sports? horseback riding. Those are some contact sports too. So we're going to wear a helmet when we're playing those sports as well, because you can fall playing hockey, you can get hit in the head with a hockey puck. So it's very important to be safe and to keep our brain healthy and safe. We want no injuries to our brain, and we're going to try to protect that, Brooke. You have a horse. Do you ride your horse? Do you wear a helmet? No. Well, it's very important that you wear a helmet when you're riding a horse, because you could fall off, because horses, they go really fast, right? So it's really important that you wear a helmet, because you don't want to fall off and hit your head and get an injury to your head. So no running inside of buildings. So we tell you that, like, if you're in a hallway, no running, because what is on the floor? It's concrete. It's hard tile. So if you hit your head down here if you're running or playing, you can hurt your brain, right?
Yes.
And we don't want to hurt our brain. We're gonna eat healthy, balanced meals to keep it going, to keep it very active. And there's one other thing that we can do to really keep our brain active that a lot of people don't think of, is read books and magazines daily. That's to keep our brain very active, okay? And it helps to keep our memory, because remember, our brain is also a part of our memory, right? Yes, our brain is a part of our memory. That's where we store all of our memory from the time we're born. All of that memory is stored in our brain. And so to keep learning and to keep growing, we want to read every single day. You can read the cereal box in the morning. You can read a book at school or at home, or a magazine. Things that you enjoy reading to keep your brain cells going, to keep them thriving, and to keep them expanding, because that's what's going to help keep our brain healthy. Okay? Now the heart. The heart is a big muscle. Did you know the heart was a big muscle?
Yes.
Yes, the heart is a big muscle that pumps blood throughout the human body. The heart gets blood from the lungs and pump it out into the body. So if you see right here, this is where our lung would be, and we're getting blood from our lungs, and it's going inside of our heart. Our heart is a very cool organ. The heart supplies oxygen and nutrients. What is nutrients? We talked about nutrients. What is nutrients, Brendan?
The energy stored in food that you eat.
Excellent. The energy that is stored in food that we eat. So we need lots of nutrients